Hi, I'm Melissa, your free range psychic. Today is March 27th, 2022, and it is cold, windy, kind of blustery, wintry type day here in southeastern Michigan. But that's Michigan for you. That's what Michiganders always say. Weather changes so often. Today I'm going to do a triple tarot. And what I mean by that is I'm going to read on three people, just 3 cards each. Just to do a brief update. So the first person I'm going to read on is Clarence Thomas. And the first card that the guides gave me representing Thomas is the Ten of Swords. So this is something you can't come back from. This is his recent illness, but also all of these text messages from his wife that are coming to the surface. And so people are, even if they're not saying it, at least the question has to be, was Clarence Thomas involved in the January 6th coup attempt? Was he complicit with his wife, Ginny Thomas, in trying to overthrow the United States government? What was his involvement? What did he know and when did he know it? And at the very least, recusing himself from anything regarding that comes up to the Supreme Court, but really ultimately and logically, impeachment charges potentially. But what I think is possibly going to happen, and this actually comes up with a second card my guides gave me for him, is death. So when I say death, I'm not necessarily saying physical death here, but death of his career. And wake up and smell the roses here. It's kind of over for Thomas, and he may resign. That's what I potentially see happening, is resignation. Not that he wants to resign, but things may converge to the point where he will, citing health reasons. And then my guides bring me to brought my attention to potentially him having cancer. He kind of looks to me like he has cancer, and they would say colon cancer is the cancer he potentially has, or some other type of life-threatening condition, meaning that it's, not just the beginning stages of something, but something that's really kind of coming on to being very significant, making a significant impact towards his health. And my guides did tell me, and this is alleged too, that he did have COVID. It's just kind of GOP speak or conservative speak. When they say flu-like symptoms, that means COVID. But they're not going to say COVID. And he's still not well. Even though he's coming back to work, he's not well. The conclusion, or the third card that came for him was a King of Pentacles. And this is Thomas on the Supreme Court, on his throne. And then reversed is the ending of that appointment, or that position, again indicating that he very well may be resigning, if not impeached. There are calls already for his impeachment. So that is my reading on Thomas, just a brief update. And the next person I was going to just briefly read on, no surprises here at all, but this is on Donald Trump. And the card they gave me for him was this: forever the grift, forever trying to figure out, how to grift money from his followers, how to keep the illusion spinning, the big lie, Russia being a witch hunt collusion, all that, like still spinning to his base. That's his modus operandi. That's Trump forever, keeping it all in spin, so you never hopefully see the truth. You counterattack after you've been attacked. And this is representing the devil. This is Donald Trump up to hit the same old tricks. Never changing, really, underneath. It's always narcissism. It's always psychopathy. And this is full on Trump's not having learned any lessons, not thinking maybe it's time to give up, but he's just full on ego, full on kind of wanting to burn down the house, bring down our democracy, install himself, even after all this time, as a dictator. And then the final card here for him is Nine of Wands, and this is him on the attack. And you can see that already happening. This like the major crazy lawsuits he's brought out against everybody and God regarding. I'm just joking there. I mean, of course, you know that. I don't think he's suing God, but for anybody who suggested that he has worked with Russia in collusion or been false regarding the big lie. It's ridiculous. It's a stupid lawsuit. It's trying to, or a series of lawsuits, always trying to stall for time, and that's what he's doing here, stalling for time. And then the final reading is the reading for Putin, or on Putin. So this is the card they gave me, and this is Putin and Russia. You know, they invaded Ukraine with all their tanks and their military and their missiles. You know, one of the largest and well-equipped armies allegedly in Europe or in the world. But now it's reversed. So they're losing their tanks. I think the Ukrainian army has more tanks than it had before because they've usurped so many or conquered or grabbed so many Russian tanks. Because the Russians just kind of like get stuck in a field and then they run away and hide in the forest. And then there's a farmer that comes with his tractor and he pulls it out. And there's another bazillion dollar like tank that goes over to the Ukraine army. They're not really bazillion dollars, but expensive, high-tech tank. And they're losing in there. I mean, Ukraine is winning, and no matter what horrendous, heinous things that the Putinian army, the Russian army, pulls on Ukraine, it doesn't matter, because this is quicksand. And they will know that even more so because as the thaw comes and everything turns into mud, yeah, they've known frostbite, below freezing temperatures, etc. And now they're going to know the Ukraine spring. It's going to be even more disaster. And then the next card that Putin gets is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And again, this is, upright money, wealth, new lucrative ventures, new ideas, new pathways also for material manifestation. The opposite is happening, as we all know, because of the sanctions, even though there's all these articles that kind of like surface. Oh, the oligarchs might suffer, but Putin's not going to suffer, or this, it's not going to really hurt Russia. Oh, believe me, these are missiles of a sort, these sanctions, and they're tanking Russia's economy. And this is just going to continue because, Putin is doubling down, right? So this is the Russian economy. Ace of Pentacles reversed. And the last card they gave me was the Hermit upside down. So as all this is happening, instead of listening to his advisors, instead of listening to the voice of reason, Putin continues to isolate himself, become more and more paranoid about the people around him, wanting to punish them instead of admitting to himself that he's the one who made the mistake. And the reason that the military advisors whoever they might be, told him false information is because they would only tell him what he wanted to hear. Now, they knew that if they told him the truth about his ideas, something bad would happen to them. They'd disappear, or they would be fired, or their reputations and their careers would be ruined. And so Putin has cultivated over time just yes people. And now he's furious at them, and he's blaming them for the decisions that he made. But what major leader just relies on the people around him? He should have known all of this himself. He could have found it out himself, but he didn't. He relied on people who were terrified of him and then just gave him information he wanted to hear. And this is causing him to become more withdrawn and only a few people around him. And he's not trusting anybody here. Only he, just like Trump, and I guess the majority of, or all narcissists believe that only they themselves can, do whatever job it is that they choose to do or get put into. Putin really thinks he's the only one that can rule Russia. That's why he extended his appointment into a lifetime appointment. So that is where Putin is right now. So that is my triple Sunday, triple tarot reading. Just getting you a little up to date. And I am now going to give us our oracle card. And this is from the Messenger Oracle deck by Ravan. Oh, sorry, it's Ravan Filan. I mixed that up, didn't I? Sorry about that. Ravan Filan. Where is her? Yeah, Ravan Filan. It's here. Okay, so the card that my guides chose for you from this deck is this card. Know you belong. So just grab the guidebook. Know you belong. You have place, you have purpose. You are special. Do not change who you are so others might accept you. Do not dishonor your truths by allowing someone else to tell you who you must be or what you must think or believe. Change made just so you fit the expectations or social criteria of a clique or a group that does not honor you is not helpful. You do not need to change in order to belong. You are a blessed child of Gaia and Great Spirit and belong simply because you are. Know you belong. And I know that must be hard for you out there in Trump country. But nevertheless, keep on your path. So I am available for personal readings. My information is below or at the very end of our musical interlude today. And I want to give love to all of you out there, or give my love. Hang in there. It's a crazy world, but I don't think there's any time on earth that was never or that was not like a challenging or interesting time. I know things ebb and flow, but we're all here together, and we're going through this together. You're not alone. Even though sometimes it might feel like you're alone, you are not alone. You guys take care. I will be back next week with another reading. Again, my love to you all. Bye-bye.